very good morning to all my dear students. Students, in the previous tutorial we have studied about the bill, and how a bill is passed in the how the bill is passed by the state legislature. Now today we will study the comparison between Vidhan Sabha and Vidhan Parishad. Vidhan Sabha, legislative assemblies, and Vidhan Parishad, legislative councils. So let's continue the chapter. Now we will study money bill. Money bill refers to income and expenses of the government, or it is a draft law which is related to the taxes also. Main is that money bill refers to the income and expenses of the government. Money bill can originate in the Vidhan Sabha only. A minister introduced it with the governor's consent. After the Vidhan Sabha passes it, it is sent to the Vidhan Parishad. The Vidhan Parishad cannot delay the bill for more than 14 days, after which it is considered as passed by both the houses and is sent for the governor's approval. So, money bill, first of all, it is always introduced in the Vidhan Sabha. Then it is passed to the Vidhan Parishad, and Vidhan Parishad has to pass the bill in 14 days. And then when it is passed by both Vidhan Sabha and Vidhan Parishad, then it is passed to the government for the final approval. Now we will study comparison between Vidhan Sabha and Vidhan Parishad. With the approval of the Parliament, the Vidhan Sabha can create or dissolve the Vidhan Parishad. So Vidhan Parishad is dependent on the Vidhan Sabha for its existence. So any time Vidhan Sabha can dissolve Vidhan Parishad. So Vidhan Sabha is completely dependent on Vidhan Parishad is completely dependent on Vidhan Sabha. An ordinary bill can originate in any house. Yet, Vidhan Parishad's powers are limited in this respect. In case of any differences, it can delay the bill only by 3 months. Ordinary bill means the bills which are related to the other matters, that are called as ordinary bill. So, it can be presented in both the houses, in Vidhan Sabha also and Vidhan Parishad also. But in case of suppose any difference is there between in the bill, then it can be delayed only by 3 months. But after 3 months, it has to be approved. The money bills are introduced only in the Vidhan Sabha. Here also the Vidhan Parishad can delay it only for 14 days. The real power of the Vidhan Parishad is to ask questions to the government. So what is the main power of the government? That the Vidhan Parishad can ask the questions from Vidhan Sabha. The ministers are obliged to answer these questions, and whoever ministers are there in the Vidhan Sabha, they have to answer to Vidhan Parishad. The Vidhan Parishad cannot remove a minister. They are responsible only to Vidhan Sabha, which can remove them. So Vidhan Parishad, they cannot remove ministers, but Vidhan Sabha, they can dissolve the Vidhan Parishad. The members of Vidhan Parishad cannot participate in the election of the president and vice president. Now we will study administration of state, that how a state runs. In state, what is there? Governor is there, chief ministers are there, and his other cabinet ministers which are handling different departments. Governor is the head of the state. He rules with the help of responsible council of ministers. Council of ministers which are appointed by the chief minister. The union territories are administered by the president, who appoints a suitable officer for this purpose. So state, they are run by the governor, chief minister and his other council of ministers. But the union territories, they are looked after by the president. Now we will study governor. The governor is the head of the state executive. However, he is only the official head. He acts on the advice of the chief minister, who holds the real power. So who is having the real power? Real power is in the hands of the chief minister. Governor is just an official head. Governor has to take all the advices from the chief minister. Now we will study appointment. The governor is appointed by the President of India. A person can be the governor of more than one state at a time. Now we will study term. Means one governor is there and it can be of more than one state also, governor. Now we will study term. The term of the governor is normally 5 years. He can resign from his post earlier by writing a resignation letter to the president. The president may also remove him on the prime minister's advice. Now we will study powers. A bill passed by the state legislature becomes a law only when the governor signs it. So powers of governor we are studying. So bill passed by the state legislature can become law when only governor signs. All decisions of the state executive are taken in the governor's name. The governor appoints many of the high officials of the state executive, including the chief minister and the members of the state's council of ministers chosen by the chief minister. So it is the governor only who appoints the chief minister, and chief minister's council of ministers, they are also chosen by the governor, but already it is chosen by the chief minister, but governor also appoints them. The governor usually exercises powers on the advice of the chief minister, but he is a representative of the union government and sometimes acts on the orders of the president. So sometimes governor also act according to the advices which are given by the president, because he is a member of union government too. He also has some special powers which he can exercise without consulting with the chief minister or the other ministers of the state. So governors every time he has not to consult with the chief minister, but governor is also having some special powers, and with that he can do his work by own. These are called discretionary powers. So these special powers of the governor, they are called as discretionary powers. Under certain conditions, the governor can use such powers to ask the president to take over the administration of the state. Means these are such powers that governor can tell to the president that he don't want to continue and can take the administration of the state. So means these special power decisions, they are taken by the governor. Now chief minister and council of ministers. After the election, the party that wins the majority of seats in the Vidhan Sabha forms the state government on the governor's invitation. So the party who wins the election form the state government. If no party wins a clear majority, a coalition government is formed. Coalition government is that government in which, suppose in election none of the party gets majority, then what happened, 2-3 parties, they join together to form a government. That is called a coalition government. The majority party chooses one of its leader to become the chief minister of the state. The chief minister chooses some members of the Vidhan Sabha to form the state's council of ministers. So in the majority party, the leader is chosen as the chief minister, and the chief minister also chooses other members to form the council of ministers. The chief minister and the ministers chosen by him are formally appointed by the governor. So who appoints chief minister and other ministers? Governor. And their normal term of office is for how many years? 5 years. Now we will study chief minister. The chief minister is the real head of the state executive, means he is the real head of the state government. The governor, who is the official head, acts on the chief minister's advice. The chief minister heads the state's council of ministers. All the ministers, they work under the chief minister. He selects the ministers, presides over their meetings, and coordinates their work. So, whatever decision has to be taken, then for that meetings are called by the chief minister, and every council of minister has to attend the meeting, and then they coordinate with each other and do the work. The chief minister communicates all executive decisions to the governor. So students, today we have studied about the governor, its powers, chief minister also, and now tomorrow in the next tutorial we will continue the qualification of the chief minister and council of ministers. So read the chapter very carefully and watch the video too carefully. Meet you in the next tutorial. Till then, have a good day.